Yo!
I completely forgot that my audio didn't work because one time I was in a Zoom meeting with my school and I didn't want to hear anybody. I just wanted to listen to music, so I turned everything off.
Every single class I used to pretend, I said, oh, I dropped my iPad down the stairs, and they just didn't second guess it at all. And they're like, oh, it's fine. We'll just take you for attendance. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
See, my school, when I would turn off my camera, they would think I was on drugs. So
They didn't require the camera on for us. It was so nice. Like half of them wanted it and the other ones didn't. They just, I think they didn't want to see like what we were wearing. Oh my god, my religion teacher. This teacher thinks I'm the spawn of Satan. This man hates me with a burning passion. He came up to me once and he's like, no, I'm convinced you're plotting against me. He's got like a heavy like Colombian Indian accent mix. So like just picture this. So he comes up to me, he goes, Ashley, I want to talk to you after class, just because I couldn't hear this man properly. He asked me a question and I'm like, what did you say? Can you repeat it? I didn't hear you. He's like, no, you've got earbuds in. And I'm like, no, I literally can't hear you. Like, I'm fucking deaf. And he goes, no, I want to talk to you after class. And he's like, I think you're plotting against me. I think you're doing bad things. And I'm like, it's the third day of school. It's the third day of school. He hates me so much. They need to like arrest him though. He came up. He goes up with like every single girl. He'll go up, grab their hand. If anyone gets their nails done in the class, he will go up, grab their hand, and he's like, let me see. Let me see. And I'm like, don't touch. Don't touch.
These hands are priceless.
So I'm like, no.
But my teacher, one of my teachers once, he would swear this dude was a pedophile. His name was Mr. McCullough, right?
I feel like every school's got at least 2 pedophiles.
Oh, one our school cop, he got in trouble and fired for getting numbers from students. And this dude was an old ass dude and he was short. But he was like chill, like he would let me skip class, he would let me do this, he found a jewel on me, he was like, just don't take it out again. And I was like, what? I was like, bet. And then he was like, yeah, got fired. But there's this dude
like, yeah, he was trying to sleep with a 15-year-old, but he was really nice.
Yeah, but there was this dude named Mr. McCullough, and I went to the psych ward once, and then he would like follow girls around the hallway, like weirdly, and it was like really weird. And this like he just gives off a creepy vibe. He'll like look like this and then like talk to you and smile, and it's like, are you having like a seizure? Are you okay?
Ooh.
But he told me, I came back from the psych ward and I went to the psych ward because I took too many drugs. Wasn't sad, wasn't anything. And he came up to me and he was like, yeah, I had issues once when I was a kid. I was too fat. And I was like, oh. I tried so hard not to laugh. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. He's like, but I understand. I was like, I'm not fat. I just like drugs too much.
You're just like, life is boring.
Yeah, no, this dude would like, but like, I would have like really mixed feelings with it. All my teachers, I would. Like all my teachers.
If there was like an annual purge, I would knock out like 2 people. There's one woman that made my life hell, and the janitor in my school. That lady has so much shit on me. She's got so much dirt on me, dude. The amount of times she has just walked in on me, just absolutely ripping it. She just walked in, was terrified, and walked straight back out. I was like, Oh, you go to Catholic school when this happens. Only Catholic school. So I get a mullet. The next day, I get called down to the principal's office. He pulls me out of my car. He's like, I need you to help me with something. He takes me into his room. And he's like, yeah, we've been getting multiple calls about you. And I'm like, oh, really? And he goes, yeah, people are concerned about their safety. And I'm like, their safety? Their safety? Come on, please tell me their safety. What is harming them? And they're like, yeah, I think there's like possible drug use and like they don't feel safe around you. And I'm like, please repeat it. So then he calls, I'm like, he's like, are you okay and stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I got like an eating disorder and shit. And he's like, oh, like maybe don't do that. And
What?
yeah. And then he calls my mom, completely disregards everything I said. Calls my mom. He's like, yeah, you're gonna have to drug test her, or we will, or like we'll expel her. And I'm like,
Did you pass the drug test?
they didn't test me. I literally just moved to my parents. I'm like, yeah, I hit a cart once, so like stuff's gonna come up.
See, there's this one time. You know what a Novo is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got caught with that at school, and it was hot because there's this girl that hit a dab cart and hit it too much, and apparently she
Those shits make you
overdosed.
shake.
Yeah, like she overdosed. But the scariest thing was what happened that day is I'm just chilling in the lunchroom, right? She comes out the stall, and she's one of my ex's friends. So I was like, okay, what's up? And she just stares at me and goes, and I'm like, so like me being my dumb self, I'm high as fuck too. So like I scream back, I'm like, ah! And then like she just bloody murder screams down the hallway, and then so that made it hot for like Jules and everything because they just didn't have any education on it. So I get caught with this Novo, and then they're like, yeah, we don't know if it's nicotine or THC, and I was like, hit it,
I was
you
like,
will
please
know.
go on, smell it.
Yeah,
Just do
so,
something.
and the same thing happened to my friend Adam, and they were like, okay, we have to drug test you, and if we don't get the drug test back in 24 hours, you're expelled. And I was like, all right. And then were like, well, like I just knew I smoked my, I
Yeah,
did
they're
this and that,
like how do we say no?
and then was like, okay, well, we gotta go to waterbeds and stuff, and I'm like, why? He's like, we gotta go buy a fake piss, and I'm like, they have that?
Oh,
And
they
then he's
literally
like,
sell it on Amazon. It's
yeah,
great.
I didn't even know about this, and then my and was like, we just taught her how to pass a drug test, and I was like, yep, you did. And then so I passed it, but my friend, the same thing happened to him. He had grape flavored juice in his Novo, and the dean of students smelt it, and he said, smells like Robitussin, and we were like,
Smoking lean or something.
yeah, smoking Robitussin.
Mmm, tasty.
Bro, I couldn't do it. I would just be like, and then
Oh my
like
god, I
one,
just remembered something. Continuation on my story. So like before they had called my mom, I was like, oh shit, they're gonna like drug test me and stuff. So I knew this one girl at the school. She's a sweetheart, love her. Shout out to, I'm not gonna say her name. She'll probably get like expelled. I'm, but love her though. So I'm like, I need like clean pee. Someone give me clean pee. And so this girl, she's like, oh, I'll do it. And so she goes, runs to the bathroom, pees in this like empty water bottle and gives it to me. And I'm like, okay, sweet, I have it. And I thought my parents were gonna drug test me like when I got home, but they didn't. So I would like had it in like a squirt bottle ready and everything to like tape it to my leg, do all like it was like straight like euphoria shit. Like she was gonna tape it to her leg, like put it in the cup. No, they completely forgot about it. Didn't even drug test me. So I had a bottle of straight piss sitting in my medicine cabinet for 2 months. 2 months. And I forgot about it because it was sealed off and I didn't smell it. But then I went to clean it.
ugh,
It was so bad. It turned orange. It had turned orange.
ugh, ugh.
It was so bad. Supposedly you can pass like a drug test if you like take apple juice and leave it under the sink for like a month. And then it like has the same smell as urine.
See, uh, with like that shit, like it might work with like an instant drug test, but like I tried all the
Or
things you
you've got
can
to go to
do.
like the ones where they like send it to a lab.
That's what I have to do. Yes,
They hair
it's
tested me freshman year. It was like a random draw of like people they either thought was sus or random. And I had like just done like the night before, and they're like, random drug test time. Can you have Ashley Biggie go down to the office? And I'm like,
they
you
wait
what?
wait
You want
like
me to what?
hair
They'll like
hair
take a chunk of my
follicles.
hair. It was like this much
Yeah,
hair too. It wasn't even like, oh, a small snip. They took it from like the middle of the back of my head and cut it off. And they're like, we'll let you know the results. Luckily, I found out later that like drug tests are like $3,000 each to get like the really good ones. So they literally just send in like one and boof out like every other of the 20 kids that they do it with just to scare them. I hate my school. Oh,
With
it's so
like
horrible.
I've heard with hair drug tests, you can find out what they did like in the past year.
Oh yeah, it goes back to I think like 10 months, especially on like hard stuff. Like I don't think they can trace like Nick back that long, but like if you've got like narcs in there or something, they're like, oh yeah, automatically.
Yeah, like that shit's scary. And then
I hated it so much. That was the most like nerve-wracking week of my life just to see if they would bring the results.
dude, no, doing a drug test, even when I know I'm gonna pass, it fucking gives me so much anxiety. I'm just like, I'm just
But
like,
like you don't know what's gonna
I'm
happen.
gonna
It's so
find something.
scary.
They're gonna find something. Yeah, yeah. No, I've always got the off-brand like pills you never should buy for yourself at the gas stations that are for like,
Yep.
yeah. I've heard that like somebody's taken like it's like a joke. Somebody takes one of them, takes a drug test the next day, everything pops up, everything pops up positive.
Yo.
And I'd just be like, what?
You guys have 7-Elevens in like Ohio, right?
I think, yeah.
Okay. So it's like a really popular gas station down here. It's like as popular as like McDonald's. They're on like
Mm,
every corner. Supposedly they have this like really thin little like glass rose that looks like one of those things that you like stick in a pen and make it look pretty and stuff. Supposedly it's a meth pipe, and I didn't know this. And they just sell it at the gas station. It's just this like decorative pen. And no, that's a meth pipe. And I'm like, I love Florida. I love Florida. I want to
really?
like go into one the next time because I've got one right across the street from me, and I'm like, what if?
Let's go
What if I
smoke
tried to
some
buy one?
meth. But yeah, no, gas stations be on crazy shit. Me and my
I
went to
love
this
gas
gas
stations.
station. Me and my went to this gas station, and we were talking with the gas station clerk, and they were like, yeah, yeah, and then they had a little thing on display, and I feel like if somebody asked for that, it would like have like a meaning, like they can go and look at the cabinet.
Oh,
But he
literally.
took but he took me to the cabinet too. And so I see all this shit in the cabinet. There's bongs, there's pipes, there's fucking cans. You know, you probably seen them. Cans
Oh
that
yeah.
just unscrew. Yeah, they have all that. And I'm just like, I'm like
You're
12. And
like, please give me one.
I'm like, what is all this? And she's like, shh. And I'm like,
It's the secret stash. We don't talk about this one.
but then they sold us mango pods. And these mango pods tasted like absolute throw up. Like they actually
Oh my god,
taste.
I don't know. I swear to God, there's like one gas station that every single plug gets their stuff from, and it's either like the best hit ever, or they'll bring it to you and it just tastes like straight fumes.
Yeah.
Like it was like a brand new like Puff Plus, and I'm like, so excited. I'm gonna have this for so long, and then I take it, I'm just like, oh my god, it was horrible. Just like a huff. It's like if you just like inhaled a perfume bottle.
Oh,
It was so bad.
there is this one time where, oh my god, smoking DMT, worst thing ever.
I
It
heard it's
tastes like
awful.
it tastes like absolute shit. It doesn't feel good. It made me throw up, and I can't smoke weed, but like at the time, I was like, I'm not gonna smoke weed because I had drug tests, but like I would be like off and on with it, but like my was with me, so like I was like, well, I shouldn't say that. Okay, but
Like, yeah, just on a casual DMT trip with me. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
yeah, but I had to smoke it with tea. So the first time that I did it, like the first hit, we used tobacco out of a cigarette, and this was a bong. Have you ever smoked tobacco out of a bong?
That sounds so bad. I feel like that smells like hot throw up.
It literally feels like absolute like death.
Just like razor blades down your throat.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so bad.
And then oh my god, it was so bad. And then you know how like when you smoke weed, like you're like and you burp out some
Yeah,
shit.
you like feel like for like a solid like 2 seconds, you're just like, no, I'm dying. I will black out. I will hit my
Yeah.
head on this like tub or whatever and just crack my skull open.
And so I kept on doing that, and every time I did it, I was like, oh. And then the last hit I did, I sat up and I was like, okay, I'm good. And then I was like, okay, never mind. And I just fell over.
Have you ever coughed so hard you like projectile vomited?
Oh yeah,
Oh my
it's
god,
so.
it's so bad. This kid's like was laced and I hit it and I started coughing so hard I projectiled all over his mirror. I felt so bad. It was horrible. I was almost choking though. I swear to God for like 5 minutes. I was like, no, this is my death. This is how I die. And I was fine with it. I was honestly fine with it because like, you know what? It was fun. But
There was this one time. Okay, this is some crackhead shit, but
you're like, it's gonna say it
um,
anyway.
I I I I have spray paint, right? And how I did it was I fucking drenched a towel, and then I put it in a bag, and I was just like, this was like when I didn't have any drugs, so like I
I
was
was
just
gonna
like,
do that in North Carolina, no cap. I was like, what
what
disinfectant did they
if,
have downstairs?
what if,
I was like,
but like,
what Lysol do they have?
right here was just a sharp pain, and I was like, okay, I'm
I wonder
dying.
why.
I was like, I'm
Wow.
dying. I was like, okay, well, if I wouldn't I was just sitting down and thinking like this was not a high to worth to this was not worth dying.
It's
Like
a cool death story though. Like, how
but
did he
like
die? He
you
like
have to
licked the inside of like a fucking spray paint can.
dude I no how I got the idea was I seen a video of fucking Steve. I didn't want to do this because this just sounds like retarded. He was spraying his face with spray paint.
I love Steve-O.
Oh my
I
gosh,
love that man so much.
he's my favorite. I just want to meet him.
I want to give him a hug. He seems like such a kind soul, but like also so fun. He seems
Yeah,
like a really good like uncle.
he seems like I don't. The jackass people were all like, yeah, we're not gonna have kids because all they do is fucking kick each other in the balls and then just fucking like I
It's
couldn't
like a
do that.
half a sperm comes out.
Oh yeah, no, but Steve-O, one of his skits was one of his stunts was get a vasectomy and walk home, and he
That's
did
just
that,
cruel.
and then
That's so cruel.
and then he wanted to beat his meat skydiving,
I've
and he did that.
I didn't think that would be possible.
I don't know
No
how is it.
visuals, nothing.
No, just
That's pure respect.
yeah,
There's so much respect in that.
exactly. I was just like, how the fuck?
You
Like
gotta
you
have some like
literally,
Hooters girl strapped to his back.
yeah, exactly. Like yeah, too. But this, oh my god, he's just so crazy. And like my school's always like, cause like I always talk about him. And my school's always like, yeah, Steve was a good person to look up to. And I was like, I don't look up to him to himself now. I look up to himself in like the 2000s. So fuck off,
Yeah, like
because he was like,
not the fresh reformed version. No, like the old one that was like smoking crack on the weekends. Like that one.
yeah,
He sounds
yeah,
fun.
the one that was smoking
Like the one that
ketamine.
can't list a drug he hasn't done. That one.
Well, have you seen the video of the drugs that he has done?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's just like, there was never a pill that I never took,
He's like,
and then
if it was in front of me, I would take it.
like the number one fucking rule is not to drink alcohol with pills, and then he shows a video of him going, don't know what this is. If I die, I die.
It's
Here is what it
horrible.
looks like. And
5 perks.
then he fucking takes it and then he drinks and he's like, ugh, gnarly whiskey. And I'm like, how is he not dead? How is he not
He's
dead?
just accepted the fact that he's immortal.
Like, no, like, I swear to God, the jackass, because they've done so many drugs and they've done so many things that should have killed them.
I wonder how many times they've overdosed. I would guess like
Exa-
7. That sounds like
yeah,
a pretty fair number. That's like
there
a
was
number that
this.
you can like still revive from, but still like, why are you alive?
Yeah. Steve though, and there was this interview and he was like, yeah, I was all barred out. It took like 5 bars of Xanax and I woke up with all this cops fucking in my apartment and shit. And I was like, just imagine waking up and there's like 5 cops in your apartment and you're just laying in your bed.
See, I would put like an indoor security camera just to get this type of stuff on footage. Like, I want to know the backstory. Like,
Me,
that would be so interesting. Just like a Netflix documentary, but like just on like Xan blackouts.
dude, Xan blackouts are not okay. There was this one time, it was like the first time I took Xans, and it was I think I was 14 or 15. I was a freshman year. It's freshman year because I had black hair,
Yeah, it would be
and
like
it was
15 then, yeah.
yeah. So me and my friend, we fucking put like we put we he I did morphine this night too.
Oh, perfect.
So like I was just all like not there, and I blacked out, right? And he said that he left to go to the bathroom, and so there's his mom, and then there's a couch. I'm right here, and he said that he came back, and I was behind the couch, not like hiding from his mom, just sitting there fucking beating my shit, like like just sitting there just jerking off. And he was like, Connor, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, and I'm just like, ugh. But like,
The
apparently,
growl.
but apparently, like, whenever I black out, like, it's just not good. Like, apparently get like a horn ball, and it's just
It's just
not
like
good.
unconscious nut fondling.
Yeah, no, like, like when I blacked out on acid with one of my exes, you probably know who.
Probably.
And
I know
yeah, yeah,
everybody.
yeah, you know who, you know exactly who. But
Oh,
I trashed her friend's room, and then they called me Gorilla Connor.
that
And
is that
and
is such a deep context of a name.
cause what they said, all I wanted was food, water, and sex.
Honestly, that's all you need to live.
Exactly.
All you
That's
need.
why they called me a gorilla.
That's
It
all you
was
need.
it was rough. I started spitting everywhere.
I've always wanted to have a spit contest with someone so you can like projectile their like saliva the farthest.
No, dude, so I wanna like have I wanna get a Splatoon, the things that go
Oh
ping,
my god, yes.
dude.
I've always
Me
wanted
and
to know
my,
how they make the sound so loud. Like
I
you've got to
know,
hit it like just in the right spot to get that nice like bing.
or like a fucking like big thick loogie, like thick, like
Like Vaseline consistency.
yeah, like fucking like thick. Me and my friends used to walk around and go, I can spit in a platoon from a mile away, and then go, bing.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
people like used to do that in like movies with like cherries. Like that's the only way you can make that sound as accurately. Like cherry pits. Like they
Oh
would just
yeah,
spit at that and then it out.
that that's in that like I can't. Oh no, my 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 one of my coach from school, she told me this story, and it was this guy wanted to buy beer from a bar, and he didn't have any money, so he was like, what can I do for a beer? And then he was like, you see that Splatoon? And he was like, and he was like, you can get a 6-pack of beer if you take a sip of that Splatoon, like the spit.
Honestly, I'd do it.
But he was like, okay, bet, like I'll do it. And then he was like, okay, go get this platoon. And then he started drinking it, and he didn't stop, and he didn't stop until it was all gone. And then the bartender was like, why did you drink it all? And he was like, it was all in one string.
No. Oh my god. That's disgusting. There's isn't that like the name of like a certain disease where like people produce like way too much saliva? Like I know there's one for like producing too much like sweat. There's definitely one for like too much saliva.
I feel like producing too much anything can be a disease.
Probably.
Too much
Like too much hair or something.
I would rather produce not my body hair, but my head hair.
Oh yeah, just like insane like hair growth. Like just
Yeah.
absolute like fro within like a week.
Exactly.
That'd be kind of badass. You could give yourself like a different haircut like every week and not worry about it.
Exactly. Like that would be so amazing. But like body hair, when I was a kid, I went like till I was like 17 or 16, I didn't have any body hair. And my friends made fun of me all the time. And I'm like,
Oh, rat boy.
I'm like, who the fuck are you making fun of? Y'all have to waste your time shaving and shit. But I guess I said that too much. And now I'm a fucking I'm a fucking gorilla. It's like with hangovers. My friends would always get hangovers. I wouldn't.
Me too.
And then I'd always be like, yeah, I don't get hungover. Now,
Badass,
like head pounding, you don't want to move. But like
ooh, I have never gotten one. For some reason, I will drink like half a bottle of vodka. Nope, perfectly fine. Ready to go the next morning. I'll make breakfast. I'm good. I'm not even worried about it.
See, the only time when I don't get hungover is when I'm up all night. But there was this one time when me and my friend we used to go to this store. It's called Fresh Eats. I don't know if you have them in
I think we
Florida.
probably have something similar.
But it's just like a corner store, like a food market. It's a Kroger market, but smaller. It's like a gas station, but it's like a grocery store at the same time. It's weird.
We've got like a Walgreens.
Yeah. Oh, we have Walgreens too. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that.
I have like no idea what people have and don't. Do you guys have Publix?
No, we don't.
I keep forgetting everyone doesn't have Publix. I don't even like go to Publix. I don't know why I got so excited about it. Like I never go to Publix.
There was a fly.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice swat.
I know, I'm fucking hard. But so that we used to go and steal alcohol. So we stole like 2 bottles of whiskey, 2 bottles of vodka, and 2 cases of Pepsi. And
the Pepsi. Why the Pepsi?
Chaser. and a distraction. So like our plan was that because there was still a cashier. So like if you see us just at the alcohol spot, you already know. You see a bunch of teenagers. Yeah, you know what's happening. So we had one of my friends buy a candy bar, and then there was like like when you walk out the doors, and then there's like this display thing of like Pepsi or Coke, and they have 24 packs. He just grabbed 2 and started running. So he distracted us. She started chasing him. We grabbed the bottles and then we dip. It was perfectly fine. But we didn't know at the time that you're not supposed to mix darks and blacks. Like what I said, darks and blacks, lights and darks.
There we go.
But yeah, we didn't know that. So we were up all night drinking vodka because we liked the vodka. Well, it was Shitty K. You know what Shitty K is? Worst thing in the world, but it gets you fucked up. But that's all we drank when we were younger, and so we drank a bunch of that, and then it was like 7 in the morning. My friend was about to fuck, right, this girl, but me being a fucking cunt that I am, it was like 7 in the morning. They were about to fuck, but she fell asleep. So I'm like, oh, I said his name. I'm like, friend, get up. We're gonna go to my house and make some pancakes, right? And I started, and he was like, no. And I got a cup and I started pouring whiskey in his mouth. And I'm like, get the fuck up.
I think you're gonna say like in his asshole for a second. Why would you do that? That's so mean.
And so I made him drink the whiskey. So we get fucked up and then go to my house and make pancakes.
The typical Sunday morning.
It was so fucking nice. But the pancakes got burnt because we had no sleep, we were drunk, and it was just not good.
I feel like pancakes are so hard to make. Like they seem so basic, but I can't make a proper pancake for like the life of me. Like I always end up burning one side and it pisses me off so badly. Cause like I'll put like blueberries in it, but then like the juice from the blueberries like explodes. and then it causes the pancake to like fucking burn, and you can like hear the sizzle, but I'm like, no, the pancake's still raw on the inside, so you can't take it off. It's
That's
it's
that's
horrible.
when I had a cooking class for my school over Zoom, right? And
That sounds so fun.
it's so fucking retarded. But but we were making pancakes, and she was like, and it was not like you're gonna go to the store and then get your own pancake
We all
mixer.
go to Publix to fuck, you don't have Publix. I don't know, you got like Aldi's or something. Y'all go to Aldi's together and get pancake mix.
We don't have Aldi's.
What do you guys have? I'm trying to think of that one
Meyer,
place that
Target. Do you guys
okay,
have
Target.
Meyer?
I'm gonna stick with Target. I
Do you
went to
guys
like
have Meyer?
Pennsylvania and I'm trying to think of Wegmans. Do you guys have Wegmans?
I don't even know what the hell
Fuck,
Wegman
I
is.
don't. Oh my god, Ohio's in like the middle of like butt fuck nowhere. I don't know anything in Ohio.
I know. I'm just glad that I live in Columbus. So like,
I heard Cleveland is an absolute shithole.
in
I
some
heard it's
places
so bad.
is. In some places it is. Everybody exaggerates about it. I
That's
used to go to
true.
Cleveland all the time.
Same thing with like Chicago. Everyone's like Chicago's filled with like
What?
gangs and thugs, and I'm like, it's literally just like the one side of it, like just like one corner of it is just bad.
Yeah, it's just because the only thing people see on the news is the bad shit.
Yeah, like I went there and I'm like, this is so nice. Like it's so clean. Like there's not a speck of dirt on any of the sidewalks. I'm like, there's literally like an armless, legless man playing with a rat in New York when I went when I was 8. And they're like, beautiful city. Nothing happens here.
Yeah,
And then
no,
Chicago, they're like, no, everyone's getting murdered. And I'm like, there's not
New
even like
dude,
mice.
New York is fucking insane.
I
Like
love New
it's
York
just
so much.
it's I love New. I went to New York maybe like 2 or 1 time, and when we went on the subway, and it was me or my brother, and we fell asleep on a hobo in the
Oh my
subway,
God.
and thank God we didn't die. But New York, that yeah, New York's really fun. It's so fast paced, and whenever I'm
That's
outside,
true.
I just get so much anxiety because all I see is a bunch of cars, a bunch of people, and I can't walk that fast. So I'm like,
I don't. Does the majority of people just like take a taxi every day? Because like, there's no way everyone in all those apartment buildings can fit inside of a car.
they
Like,
either they either take a taxi or just walk.
yeah, because I'm like, there's no way. Like, it's
Yeah,
way too crowded as well to drive.
yeah, way too crowded. In Columbus, there's these thing. It's like in downtown around campus. I used to go pick up somebody from campus all the time, and there's always one ways. There's only one ways, and you really don't in the maps. It'll make you go down a one way, the wrong way. So
It's like IKEA. Oh my god.
it is literally the most fucking stressful thing ever. And then when you're fucking walking in Columbus, some people in Columbus don't like me. So that gives me anxiety. Not a lot of people. Well, okay, so I used to be a very likable person, and then I fucked everybody over. I was like,
Me.
"Fuck you!" I was like, "Fuck you guys!" And then now, just some people just don't like me.
People like
So
really weren't a fan of that, and honestly, that's kind of discriminative.
when 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 fuck oh my god, when I was a runaway, we lived
Casually.
we lived in we squatted in a apartment that we didn't pay for, didn't have electricity, didn't have didn't have
Where'd you
running water.
fucking get in?
We did pay for it at one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we stopped. And then they just cut off.
Oh,
They cut off.
that's I thought you
So
were just like, no, we just found an open apartment, broke the window, stayed there for a bit, and I'm like, okay.
when when they uh when they shut off everything, we just started breaking everything in there. I was like, me and this dude was like, can we punch a hole in the wall? And I was like, yeah. And so we punched a hole in the wall. And then I'm like, I want to shove my head through the wall. They were like, no. And I was like, I want to do it.
You know the walls.
And then they were like, okay. And then so I fucking boom hit my head to the wall. It's fine. But then there was this girl It's fucking a big girl. She's like 6 foot. I called her an ogre. She's like big, and she's scary. And she like there was this fight happening, and then she tried to punch a hole through the wall. She couldn't do it. She just kept on trying, and then she fucking kicked her foot through the wall, and behind that wall was the closet. She kicked her foot through the whole entire wall into the closet. We trashed.
Did she have any like fucking shoes on even?
No.
Oh my. Okay, I understand the name now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfectly fitting. I take everything back.
And the place was so fucking dirty that I had some beef jerky on the ground. Like, it was in the bag, but it was open. But still, I had some beef jerky on the ground. Went to go pick it up. Took a bite. Looked at the ground. There was a fucking maggot on the ground.
What?
I spit that shit out. I spit that shit out so fast.
That's so nasty.
I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get eaten alive. I'm gonna die.
Like one of the tapeworms that like people like put in themselves to get like really skinny.
When I was a kid, I used to be scared to go poop because I felt like a tapeworm would crawl up my butt, or like I would poop a tapeworm out.
Dude, same. Oh my god, I would have like a panic attack. Like to this day, I'm so ashamed of it. It's so embarrassing. I'm like, no, something is definitely gonna come up from that fucking hole and bite my ass. I've seen like all the videos of like Florida too, where they're like a rat comes up or like a snake, and I'm like, Florida, that will definitely happen for sure. I'm like terrified of it. Like, what if it's gonna happen one day? Like the day I let my guard down, it's gonna happen. Because like I'm not like a shit and run person either. It's not like a quick like just get. We're like going through all of our emails. We're watching every single video on Instagram while doing this. So like we're there for 2 hours. So like it's. If something wants to get up in there, it has all the time it needs to crawl up those pipes. Like.
For me,
I need to find a better desk. It's literally sitting on my knee. My like laptop's sitting on my knees and it looks like I'm having an aneurysm. It's so bad. And
for me, I just got my computer set up, and then I got my webcam right there.
it looks like I have an Android compared to yours because you have like an actual camera, and I'm just like, oh look, FaceTime cams.
Well, I bought this for like $15.
I need to get one. I have like my fisheye lens. I kind of want to set it up, see what would happen to it.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it. I have to find the camera though, because I see like the green flashing light, but I don't know if that's the fisheye lens. Can my fucking therapist shut up? This bitch has been texting me for so long.
My therapist.
Lens. Why do I have so many? I don't use these. Imagine fisheye lens. Like you just like
fisheye. Oh no, me and my friends used to use a fisheye for skate clips and bike clips, and then fucking the camera started getting good. There we go. But no, I broke my camera on my phone. It has a crack in it because I dropped it off the roof.
Fun story.
Yeah, and I couldn't get the fucking Four Loko cans are like fucking.
There's like a Four Loko. I think it's the watermelon one or something. It's got such a pretty color. It's like bright pink. That shit tastes like straight gasoline. So bad,
dude.
It's horrible.
I swear, Four Lokos are not alcohol. The drunk that I get off of Four Lokos, I get aggressive and I want to fight people.
They've like laced it with like cocaine.
Something, because
there's something in there.
I drink it and I just want to fight people. Like,
oh no, I was off like that. I was off like a loco and like 2 on my birthday, and I was like, this is not a drunk. This is not a drunk. Oh my god, it was the weirdest feeling. I like couldn't feel any part of my face. I'm like, honestly, I'm fine with it. Like if I don't hit my head and split it open by the end of the night, I'm gonna be disappointed.
And my friend is
oh no. Hey, did it work? Shit, I can't find the fuck.
Oh,
Yo! It's not as
that's
dumb
so
as I left it.
that's so funny, bro. That's so cool.
It was so close. I hate it so much. Why is every single time I will like talk to a skater guy ever, the second question he'll ask me is, "Can we film a video on my skate cam?" And I'm like, "Is that the only personality you have is camera?" Like they're just they'll just send me like a Snapchat of their like fucking like VX in the bathroom or something, and they're like, "What if we filmed on this?" And I'm like, that would be a really like imagine like tip like dick tip, but just like really close up to the camera, and it's just like looks like a mushroom.
My friend Christian bought a camera from a thrift store, and it was like a necklace, and he wore that shit till the film was gone. Like he would I can't wait to see the pictures,
Those are
but
gonna be so funny.
he would wear that shit till the film was gone. And then fucking what's it called? Cameras. We were talking about cameras. I was gonna say something.
He wore the necklace everywhere.
Oh yeah, he wore that fucking necklace everywhere till the lens was gone. But I'm sure there's some dope ass fucking pictures in there. But
Those are gonna be so funny.
when I was a kid, we used to have these family cameras, and I used to fucking take them and take pictures. And there was this one time, like I was so scared. I was gonna like scroll through one and like see my fucking asshole or something.
Oh my god, same. I've got one of those like old, like you know, like the Visco girl, like Polaroid cameras. I got one of
Yeah.
those in like sixth grade, and it was great. It was like my favorite thing ever. And then it broke, and I put batteries in it, and they're like, "Okay, why is it not working?" So you have to like wiggle it with like a knife. It's just supposedly like loosen up the Polaroid film, and it just wasn't working. So I was just taking random pictures of everything because like nothing was popping out.
Yeah.
And like I've got so much bad stuff on there. I'm worried it's just gonna all leak out one day, and I, I don't even want because it was like taken in seventh grade too, but the stuff is so bad on there. It's horrible. I've got like a nipple picture on there. I really don't want that to pop out.
Me and my friends used to okay, so I think you probably seen it. So like when it first started, it was called my friend called it the Adam Challenge, and it was like take a mirror pic in your bathroom of your leg on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my friends were like, let's do it naked. And then she was like, okay. We were like,
Yeah.
and then we were like, okay. One of my friends, we were like, okay, let's do it naked, but we're both in the same picture. Like we retake the picture
The
together.
absolute friendship.
Exactly. But then we didn't end up doing that, but all my friends ended up doing that. So like I literally have like I don't have it. Well, I do have it now, but all my friends on a fucking like I cut them out on Snapchat and I have them all in one picture and I posted it, right? My cousin's friend seen it, right? Showed my
Oh no.
cousin. They showed my aunt. My family is like very Christian, and she showed my aunt. She came to my house with Burger King. She like gave me a present, but then said "fuck you," right? I was eating my Burger King. She was showing me this like Christian song, and every time it would say like heart or something, she would point out. She would touch my chest or touch my head, and then they were like, and then everything was so calm, and then they started talking about a conversation, and then they were like, well, this and that, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't do that. And then she pulled the picture up on her phone and she said, well, then what the fuck is this? And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my
And,
god, what a bitch.
but the funny thing is my mom and dad weren't even that mad. Like they
Like,
weren't
no, it's a
even,
good picture.
they, the only thing my dad was mad for a split second because he didn't think there was a cutout, on a cutout on my penis. So
Oh,
he
he
was
thought it
like,
was just like pure bullshit.
yeah, yeah, and so for like a year, my dad's friend would call me a porn star.
honestly kind of badass.
Exactly. Like, I want to be a porn star. That shit would be hard as fuck.
It's great. Like as long as you like don't get any like
AIDS.
STDs, and you're kind of fine. Like you get
Exactly.
so much money too.
I like this is weird. I watch interviews on porn stars and shit.
I know
Just
I've seen them
cause.
too.
Just cause. And apparently like it's really fucking hard for guys to get like famous from porn. But it's
Oh
like
yeah, because everyone
really
likes the girls.
yeah, it's
Like I
like
can't name
really
one guy porn star.
it's like really easy. I can because no because it's like Alex something, but
Every
scratch
single
that.
like guy I've seen in a professional porn ever is bald, and I don't understand why.
They're ugly
They
too.
all look like Mr. Clean.
They're all ugly. Like like
Like,
like they're
oh,
like
I
they're
can't watch professional
fat.
because of that.
I can't. I have to watch like POV or something.
Oh yeah, I've got to watch like POV or homemade.
Yeah,
Like
they're all
the
fat.
professionals are so ugly. I can't look at that for like more than 2 minutes.
And
It's
then
so
like
ugly.
when it buffers and it buffers on their face like that, and you're
I
just
hate
sitting
that
there
they.
like
I'm like,
you're,
there's
you're
nothing
s-
attractive about that. They're just sweaty. There's
yeah.
nothing nice.
Oh my god. So it's like really easy for girls to get noticed because they can easily fake stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, guys can't easily fake nut unless they piss. But like that's that you shouldn't do that.
Like get in their eye, make them go blind. Some nice cornea damage.
No, they're just like it's like a fucking a face shot and it's just piss. It bleeds.
Straight yellow. Hey, nice.
No, me and my friend were joking around and we were watching this fucking porn, right? And we were joking around. We just scrolled on fucking Pornhub and clicked like there's some weird shit on the fucking homepage of Pornhub, right? And
I
we
feel like
just
they
clicked on
secretly, like, even if you go on a private tab, they're definitely keeping tabs of it. Because I'll
oh
go back
yeah.
multiple times and I'm like, no, y'all are definitely filtering this out for me.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Yeah, but we were watching it and we were just laughing about it. And then the guy just started pissing on the girl. And we were like, water sports? What? We were like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? But then like
But
have you ever clicked on a video and you were like that the girl is so hot and then like she just pulls out a fucking cock. You're just
oh,
like
I've definitely been on there before. I like, oh my god, it was like one of like the first videos I'd ever watched too, and I didn't understand the title. It was some like intersex video, and I'm like, oh cool, intersex sounds fun. But it was like some girl with like nice, like obviously plastic titties, and then I looked down and I'm like, how's she doing that? How's she doing that? And then she like pulls out, and I'm like, no, no, I don't want to believe it. I unsee. I am not looking respectfully. I, it was so big too. It wasn't even like discreet.
I know. That's the scary thing. Motherfuckers can get like a big ass dick. Like they can get any dick size they
It's
want.
the guys with the boobs that are absolutely schlong and they're hung.
Yeah, like no, it's fucking no. I was on. Have you like? Okay, I try and get bitches right. And I'm on Tinder and Bumble right, and I'm
I
just
got kicked
swiping.
off of Tinder and I almost cried. I got so mad.
I don't I don't read the bios, so I just swipe and swipe and swipe. And I probably matched with like 3 transgenders just because I don't read the bio. But like me and my friends were talking and we were like, we would rather have a girl tell us, yeah, well, I have a dick than well, I'm 15. Like like
Honestly,
I
yeah. I can like
like
say I can like agree with that now that
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm 16 now, haha.
but like because like it fucking sucked because I'm 18 so I still know people that are like 16 15
Yeah.
and there's motherfuckers are crazy now like that shit that's happening nowadays somebody can say somebody raped somebody and they'll agree like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm just like 18 and up.
I didn't think Tinder actually like regulated conversations. And I was texting this like the nicest guy ever. He was so sweet. Loved him. And I was like this close to like being like, here, what's your Instagram? You sound really cool. It looks like you probably have like a good feed and stuff. And he like asked me, like, are you currently like in education or anything? And I'm like, actually I'm like 16 and do FLVS. And then it like my entire phone glitched out and Tinder just deleted off my phone. And I'm like, oh, so they do regulate the conversations, because I had listed myself as 22.
Oh.
Everyone believed it. It was amazing. Everyone thinks I'm so old because I'm fucking huge. It's great. I love it so much. I literally walked into this cafe on my birthday, and my mom's like, can we get a mimosa? She's like, oh yeah, I'll bring one for her too. It's her birthday, right? And I'm like, yeah. I like was not about to tell her my age. I'm like, I'm turning 16. She like brought it to my mouth. She's like, happy birthday. And I'm like, thanks. Anyways.
So, the drive-through, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I pretty much got arrested.
Like almost.
I got charged. Didn't get handcuffs on me, right? So that night was fucking. So we get the alcohol, right? We're driving, right? We're driving. And then we're pissed off because these motherfuckers taxed us $111 when we should have spent $30. So we're like pissed. We're like, fuck this. Like, we're gonna go home and we're gonna get fucked up. And then we
Fuck
go.
these Texas. All my homies hate Texas.
Then we go, and then I'm asking my friend, I'm like, yo, should I leave the alcohol in here or take it out? And he's like, just take it out. He should have told me to leave it in there because we usually do. So I take it out, open me a Mike's Harder, right? He opens himself a PBR. I take one sip. We see a fucking red Mustang pull in, and we're like, oh, it's probably our friend, because one of our friends had a red Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, that's not our friend. And then we're like, oh, it's probably our neighbor, because we thought that
everyone in Ohio got the Mustang.
Yeah, exactly. So we're like, it's probably the neighbor. And then my friend was like, if it's an undercover, we're fucked. And then they get out the car, and then they get out the car and they look at us, and they're like having a couple brewskis, and I'm like,
you know it immediately when they say the brewskis.
And I was like, God damn it. And then they were like, all right, we're gonna need to see some IDs. And I go, well, I don't have a fucking ID. Like I was a dickhead at first, and they were like, well, I was like, well, I don't have an ID. And then they were like, okay, whoever doesn't have an ID, they're gonna have to get put in handcuffs. And I thought in my head, I'm like, okay, if they put me in handcuffs, they're gonna search me. I had every single puff bar I owned in my pocket. So I'm thinking in my head, like, if I get my alcohol and my puff bars taken, I'm going to kill myself. and then I'm like, oh, I have my ID. So it was funny. But my ID, I'll show you. So my ID, I used to break into doors with it. You know how you can card a door?
All bent up. Oh my god.
So like every time I show somebody my ID, it's like they laugh. But I'm showing a cop my ID, so I'm like, fuck, what are they gonna say? And then
you're this biter.
I bite my ID.
For some reason, everyone at my school walks around. They've got like the lanyard. You can like see the lanyards here. They've got like these shits. They'll take it and they'll just bite the ID, constantly biting it. They just like, it's like a gaggle of them. They like walk around with the tip of the ID in their mouth. I'm like, for what? Does that taste good? I like started doing it at one point because I'm like, is this trendy or something? Like I want to fit in. There's like a little small like bite mark on my like freshman ID.
I've never heard of that.
I don't know what it is. The kids in Florida have got like the weirdest shits ever. They're either like gnawing on like their hoodie string or they've got the ID in their mouth.
people at my school, whenever, like, what would people do at my school? I don't know, but I've never heard the ID thing. But if I seen somebody biting on their ID, I'd be like, "You're fucking nasty."
I think it's just because everyone in my school has like a combined IQ of like 60. Like there's no brain cells. They're just all running off of like the same 3 chromosomes.
At my school, my old school, I would say, if I said my school right now, there's only 2 people in my school. So
My like nice friend group school.
yeah, yeah, but so my school. So me and my friends would get called crackheads. Like, oh, here's the crackheads. And, like, people wouldn't let us come to their parties because we're too reckless, right?
That's the
And
point of the
so,
party, though. Don't be lame.
exactly. But so I've been to I've this party I wasn't at, but like I've been to, like, I've not been invited to parties because I was too reckless. New Year's, I wasn't invited to the party that my friends went to because I was too reckless and immature.
No way. No
New
way.
Year's. So literally, me and a couple of my friends, like me and Cole, not Cole, my friend. Let's just say that. Me and a couple of friends, right? We're like, okay, they're like, okay, we're with you, Connor. We're not gonna go with them. We're gonna go to Meyer and steal some alcohol and then get fucked up and watch the ball drop. And then I'm like, bet. And then so I'm looking at Snapchat. They're all having hella fun. So I'm like, damn, this fucking sucks. Why can't I go? And then so that night was fucking shitty. So I wasn't allowed to go to that party. But but a couple of my friends, there's this guy that was telling everybody at the party, they were like, do not invite them. They will fuck shit up. Do not invite them. And like he was like, and then that guy went to the party and was telling everybody, don't invite them. So my friends ended up going, and the guy was there. And once they walked in, they were like, "Hey, what's up?" And
Oh,
then
they're those people. They're the ones that
there,
will like blatantly lie to your face.
mm-hmm. And I know too many of those people. It's so fucking
Oh my
annoying
god,
too.
I hate those people.
It's
I
like,
like know they talk shit about me as soon as I turn around. I'm like, you gonna want to hang
exactly,
out now? You gonna?
exactly, like, and then so my friends just went in, and I'm pretty sure my friend was about to say something, but then he was like, "Here, drink my drink." And then he was like, "Okay, I'll just drink your drink." And I just started drinking his drink. And then I'm just like, but like people would just call us fucking reckless and shit. But like we're not okay, never mind. We're reckless a lot, but I feel like now, like, we have kind of some respect for people's houses,
Yeah,
kind of, but like our own house, no, we don't.
absolutely not. None of
No,
it.
no, it's bad. It's not good. Me and my friend, we broke my bed wrestling on it. Yeah, that shit sucked because it was in the middle, so like it was like this.
Mm-hmm.
So like every time I would fucking just dip in, and then
Oh,
like,
this is gonna happen to mine. I just got a new bed because like my fucking feet were hanging off my old one. But this is such a cheaper bed. I got it from like IKEA, and there's literally just like wood slats holding up the back. And every single time I jump onto it, I've got like wood floors. The bed just like slides. It goes like 3 inches back every single time I land. I'm like, yeah, because there's like no like stability there. It's so bad. I'm worried I'm gonna get like one other person on the bed, and the bed's just gonna like absolutely hit the floor.
I've broken, but I broke. No, we went to this place that's in Ohio. It's like an hour away.
Mm-hmm.
It's an abandoned train station from 1909, right?
That sounds
Everything
so
was left,
cool.
but this train station, I'm pretty sure, was turned into like a fair or a circus at one point. So there's this big ass barn, the like fucking huge, like gigantic, and
Mm-hmm.
and we ended up like getting into it, and we just looking around. There's a bunch of like farm equipment, and then and then we're looking around, and then there's a fucking clown.
Oh, absolutely not. I would shat myself.
I fucking hate clowns. I will try and hopefully it will show over this camera, but I will try and show you what this clown looked like, and it was.
Oh my god, no, absolutely not. Oh my god, wait, speaking of clowns, you have to play the video. We've got to do the video before the podcast ends. The Kegma.ga.
What is it?
Yo, it's so scary. I hate it so much. I'm
Is
like
it
the type of person who
clowns?
like watch the Saw movies in class. It's like, I'll warn you, it's a jump scare.
No.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Oh, this is so. I don't like.
I
I don't want
hate
to.
them so much.
I don't want to. I don't want to do it.
I can't watch it again. I physically won't sleep.
That's the thing. I don't know because I usually go out on my roof at night and like I don't want to be out there and then fucking away this park because I have like this I put the logo under my trash can, so I have to like climb off my roof to get it, and so I don't want to climb off my roof and just be scared fucking shitless.
I can't even lay in bed without like, I sleep with my legs like crisscross applesauce. That's how I sleep. I don't know how. I refuse to extend my legs fully because I am so scared shitless at night because I have like such good hearing. I can hear someone downstairs know exactly who's walking around just by like the weight of the footstep. Oh my god, I swear to god, there's some like demon shit in my house. It doesn't happen. I think I have like mild schizophrenia. It's so bad. I like see stuff running and my therapist's like, no, it's just paranoia. It's just paranoia. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, where are my meds? Please.
Yeah, please, give me a please.
Please. Like, if I kill myself, you're gonna be on the note. Please give me the meds.
I feel like I just took too much acid in my lifetime and
It's just
fucked my brain up.
permanently engraved in your head.
Yeah, I feel like that. So there was this one night where I was just like out of it, and so I went downstairs to make some food in the kitchen, and I'm like, okay, I'm making some food, and then I'm like, I hear my dogs on the porch, on the back porch, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go let them in. And I go to the back door and I look at it and there's a fucking person standing right in front of me. I'm like, okay, that's not real. I'm like, okay, that's not real. And then the most things that I see are bugs. I fucking hate bugs. And I'm pretty sure
I think bugs are so cute.
I'm scared of bugs. I'm
I'm
absolutely
scared of termites
terrified.
just because I've had them 3 times and I've got like PTSD from them now. Because I used to I've got the flying ones because Florida, hate Florida. Yeah, we've got flying termites. So now they like bury themselves in the chandeliers in my house, and you turn on the chandeliers and they'll fall. It just rains termites, and I have a chandelier above my my dinner table. So like they would just fall into all my food. My mom's like, "It's fine, just flick them off," and I'm like, "That's a termite. That's a termite in my fucking salad. Absolutely not."
Yeah, hell no. I would not. Yeah,
no. I refuse to go downstairs because it got so bad.
I have another I have a like a similar story. So when I was in rehab, Mary Haven, they would give us peanut butter and jellies, right? And so one of the staff is eating the peanut butter and jelly. He's just sitting there chilling, and a fucking roach, a cockroach, crawled out of that bitch, out of his peanut butter and jelly while he was
crunchy.
I didn't know this was crunchy peanut butter. Like, what if he said that? But
Yes, the textured Jif that got the new flavor.
but like, I didn't eat for probably like a couple of days after that,
Gross.
just because I was so paranoid because my dad, when he would always tell me a roly poly.
Mm-hmm.
He found one of those in his Wendy's burgers.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That's like my worst fear is somebody either spitting in my food or a bug being in it.
Honestly, I've been fine with the spit. I'm just the hair for some reason trips me out.
Oh, the hair. No, because like if
Ooh.
you get a
Especially
hair in the
like
back
if
of
I can see it and I can pick it off, like I'll be okay with it. But if I've already got it in my mouth, what?
yeah. I hate fucking hair in my food.
Ugh, so nasty.
So fucking disgusting. And there was this one year at my school where my school food would actually taste like everything would have this weird aftertaste, and I absolutely hated it. And I it was so bad that I wouldn't eat at my school for like that whole entire year. When I was a kid, I was a picky ass fucking eater.
Oof, I would eat
Now,
literally everything under the sun. Still do. It's probably gonna kill me.
would you eat a cricket? A cricket?
I've eaten multiple crickets before.
Would you eat a worm?
I think I might have eaten a worm, but it was like a dried worm. It wasn't like one of like the wet ones.
What's the weirdest thing I've eaten? I'm trying to think.
I used to sit with all guys at lunch, and that's how I would like assert my dominance. They would just throw anything at me and be like, "Eat it, Ashley," and I'm like, you know what? I will.
They would be like, just try and test. We would fucking torture this. I feel bad because like some of the like s- like so I would be in the resource classes, like the classes for like the slow people, or like the, it would be either the slow people or kids with behavioral issues. I was in between. I was slow
I know
and
which one you lean more towards. Yeah.
yeah, but so I would be with like the kind of slow people, and then the bad kids, right? And so I would be friends with like anybody, like that was the thing. But like my friends were fucked up. They would like fuck with the slow, like not in like oh you're fucking stupid way. Like they would to do things like eat something, or do something, and it was just, it's fucked up. It was really fucked up. And so there was this one time, it was just at the lunch table, and we would just give this kid this food, and I'm pretty sure he had to have been slow. I hung out with this kid like in school quite a lot. He was actually really cool. He could function, but like he was just like, you could tell there's something slow about him.
Yeah.
And he would like they would like give him this food. They would fuck with him, but like it's not, like it sounds really fucked up when I say like he would fuck with them, but like we wouldn't like, oh, okay, now I found a story about him. He had this he had this he had this one point where he just wanted to slapbox people.
I would do that
And
so much. Oh my god. I went through such an aggressive phase in fourth grade. I would kick everyone in sight.
ow.
No, literally, I would kick the door open. I would use my foot to like body slam the door open. I would kick anyone that walked in front of me. I would like punch someone if they like looked at me. They're, oh my god, I don't know what my problem was. I think I was mad because I looked like I had a pregnancy belly as like an elementary school kid. I had no body fat anywhere, but I was so pudgy in the stomach. I had like a beer belly until like seventh grade.
Well, not me, my friends, we made they made this song called Beer Belly Bitches, I think. And it was kind of like a diss track to our other friend. And it was like our other friend is like from like a country family, so we obviously talked about the cousin fucking.
Duh.
Well, and and they fucked her, like like it wasn't too bad. Like if she took it as a joke, it would have been more funny. But she didn't talk to us for like weeks, and she said that she cried in her shower. And like it's like it wasn't even that bad. Like
Come on, girl pair.
Yeah, like the only thing it was more of like they would talk about her randomly, but then it would be joking about like us fucking our sisters or cousins or something. It was like damn, she looked good, too bad she is my sister. And then
That's pretty funny though. I'll give him credit. That's pretty fire.
Yeah. And then my friend was like, my cousin's dick is the best. I fucking love incest. then he was like, I love my beer and little cocks. I had the nut in my socks. But like it was fucked. Like if they made this song like anytime soon, like if they made this song anytime soon, like it was all a joke. But like nowadays, if they made this song, they would die.
Oh yeah. I went to like a really Republican school from like kindergarten to like 8th grade. This was like the anthem in the school. It was like, I can't even say the word. It was like Alabama blank and I want to be free. Everyone knew every word of the song. It was so bad. It was horrible. You probably even like heard it before. Oh, hello. The like audio glitched so badly.
Yeah, no, you glitched.
Yeah. But it was like a really southern song, but it was like Alabama blank and I want to be free.
I know what song it is.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, that's horrible. Exactly. Everyone would go around my school screaming that, and I'm like, you're German.
What?
You're literally German.
What? Wait, they would like scream. One of my friends made like a parody, and it was called Alabama Cracker. And I gotta give it to him. It was honestly pretty funny. I think he got like 30,000 views.
That's pretty good.
But think about this. It was in 4 years. He got 30,000 views in 4 years.
Still impressive, but still like 4 years.
Yeah, but what?
You want to take Benadryl?
No, I'm fine.
I have to get you up early.
I know, that's why you shouldn't give me a Benadryl. But okay, fine. My mom's trying to drug me.
Call the police.
I told her, I texted her, don't come in my room.
I literally had to put a sticky note up because I'm not allowed to close the fucking doors. I'm like, please don't come in, like for once. Like just don't open the door.
Yeah, I told her, she was like, you want me to give you a Benadryl? No.
No, Mom, fuck off.
I have a Loca that'll put me to sleep.
Some nice booze before bed.
That's what I did last night. I drank like 2 PBRs
and we're set. Night routine.
But like, I can't, like, it's so hard to drink beer for me because like
I hate beer.
Like
I'll only get like bitch boys drink beer.
I'll I'll drink beer if that's the only thing, but like if I drink, like I'll drink beer and I'll actually like there's one time in my life when I drink beer that it makes me actually not want to drink. Like it makes me not want to like
because it doesn't even taste that good. You have to drink like 8 of them to feel anything, and you pee like 6 times in between.
Oh yeah, my dad.
My fucking contacts are drying out.
my dad, like there is really strong beer.
Mm-hmm.
My dad would end up drinking it, and they're like called like IPAs, but they taste like fucking shit. Like you know the fucking hops that they use to fucking make them. It tastes like if you ate a hop, it tastes like that.
For some reason, I don't know what the hell went through my head. I used to buy this thing called hops tea. There's no alcohol in it, but I'm just like, hops tea. Miss Biggie is yelling at me from downstairs. I just realized this has been going on for like 2 hours.
This has?
Yo, I think so. Yeah, we started it at like 8 something.
We're check your text message. At 9.
At 9. Yeah, it's like a bit over an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that good for today?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.